Alright, and there we are in game number 1 between Golden and JayPower. Jeroen, how about you introduce the players?
We have in the bottom left from Team Alien Invasion, we have of course the green/gold player from Zerg. He is golden.
He's also golden, kind of.
Yeah,
right?
he picks yellow on purpose. I know that for a fact. And in the top left we have the red Protoss from Team mYi Insanity. He is JayPower, the Afro Toss.
The Afro Toss. He is a Dutch player, of course, playing for Team mYi Insanity. mYi Insanity, is that an English team or is it Eastern European?
Well, they're based in Switzerland. That's what their gaming house is, and where several of their pro gamers actually live. I'm pretty sure they're a pretty sweet sponsor to be able to afford all that. And they have players of all rankings, all tiers, and JayPower being one of them. And well, I hope for his sake he's going to show some good games, because Golden is one heck of an opponent.
Yep, JayPower is of course one of the players who was invited for the Dutch StarCraft League Spring Invitational that was held in February, where 8 of the best Dutch StarCraft players came to Nijmegen, to the University Sports Center, where we had a great weekend playing games with everybody. And his opponent, yeah, you talked a bit about him, it's Golden. Golden might be, besides the likes of Grubby and guys like him, be one of the more famous or more familiar StarCraft players to people watching from abroad. Like it's a famous international. Golden is a famous international player, playing like you said it before. But he's played, of course, in the Red Bull Battlegrounds, which was a very big tournament in the United States, which he won. Am I right?
Let's see. I believe the last Red Bull Battlegrounds. I think Parting was the winner of that.
Okay.
It featured, of course, a very famous game between Scarlet and Bomber, which Scarlet clutched out a win with one of the sickest baneling landmines we've ever seen.
That game was amazing. Yeah, if you haven't watched Scarlet versus Bomber from the Red Bull Battlegrounds, definitely check out the VODs. They should be online somewhere. Oh, by the way, this is a good opportunity for me to talk about our VODs. All of the matches that have been broadcast on our channel, this is our channel, have been I've been highlighted up to the individual matches and uploaded to YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com/DSCLeague, you can find all the matches that we've broadcast on our channel. So if in case you've missed any or you want to rewatch it, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/DSCLeague.
Oh, I love it. Then I can go and watch and hear my own voice back.
I love hearing my own voice.
Yeah.
It's never awkward.
Especially if you're some production teams, they will, when they mic you up for casting, they will let you hear your own voice in feedback, with no delay, of course. If you hear your own voice with delay, then your brain kind of breaks and you can't talk.
Yeah.
But if there's no delay, it's very doable, and you can sort of assess how loud you are speaking. And yeah, so far, things have actually been looking very good for Golden. The question in chat I really want to answer really quickly was that JayPower has been on mYi Insanity for a while now. He used to be on team. Wait, it wasn't. What was that team he was on again? I know that one. They participated in the team league last year, and they were at the offline finals as well.
He wasn't on Mouse Control. He also wasn't on Lowland Lions, was he?
Mythology. That was.
Was he with Mythology? Oh yeah, X-Force he was. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. He was with Mythology Gaming, or Clan Mythology.
Exactly, and he wasn't the Afro Toss back then either. So strategy-wise, from Golden, we have a pretty standard opening. He isn't taking any early gases, so it's a bit greedy. He still has every opportunity to do so, however, and I do expect him to be, going for like the 6-minute 30 Roach War and Evolution Chamber. So far, he's just happily joining up. Whereas JayPower, he's proven in the past to be a fan favorite of Stargate openers, opening Stargates and then transitioning into Robo with decent upgrades, going for probably something like a 3-base timing. It's very common amongst Protoss, so I think JayPower is just playing to his strengths and to what he's practiced in the past.
Yeah. So we've seen JayPower go up to 4 gases. He's taken all the gases at his natural and his main. So he's getting as much gas out of 2 bases as he can. This is probably a sign of something, right, Jeroen?
Well, if you're gonna open up Stargates and then transition into a robot army, that's just very gas intensive, because you need sentries, which take a lot of gas. You need to afford upgrades. You need to add the Robo Bay and get range upgrade for your Colossi as well. So yeah, it can be quite expensive. The sentries are actually a key component here, because those sentries, they can cast hallucination. So you can cast hallucinated Phoenix every once in a while, so you can get a good scout off on your opponent. Of course, the real Phoenixes, which are being made right now, are potentially even better alternative because they can actually kill things. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Like overlords. I mean, if JayPower kills the overlords that Golden has near his base, then Golden will not have any information about what's going on inside JayPower's base for quite a while. Of course, he gets indirect information if he pokes with some units at the front and sees what's defending the front. But there's really no easy way for Golden to look inside of JayPower's base. So JayPower can now start hiding things if he so wishes. But I think that Golden is quite familiar with the playstyle that JayPower is going right now.
Yeah, it is not a very difficult strategy to read. I believe the Overlord of Golden, let's see, he didn't see the Stargate actually, but of course there's a Stargate because there's Phoenixes out on the map.
Exactly. So he can deduce.
Yeah, he's also not quite aware of the third, but opening up Stargate into Phoenix is just such a standard build.
Wow.
And I really anticipate Golden to...
You know that JayPower only just now scouts where Golden actually is at? He hadn't seen a single thing from Golden up until this moment.
Yeah, and he goes for a quick circling pickup right away. Actually, kind of misses control of his Phoenixes right here. And this whole thing, going around with 3 Phoenixes, it's just for scouting. He doesn't really need to, or doesn't want to kill all that many units. And Golden is already preparing. So JayPower seems to be spending more of his, his attention on his macro rather than doing damage with these Phoenixes.
Okay, so the Zergling speed upgrade just finished. Those Zerglings now flying across the map. Of course, not actually flying, but they get wings, right, if you upgrade them. Ooh, yeah. There we go, some probe transferring at the wrong time. This is bad.
Yeah, this is quite bad for JayPower. This is a good timing here for Golden. His Roach Warren finished not too long ago, and he's currently maxing on roaches almost, it seems. If I didn't do better, looking at the unit stat, there's almost 60 drones out for Golden.
Look at that.
And he's just gonna stream roaches across the map potentially. No, he's gonna make drones again. Okay, so it seems like he's just making roaches and links here to be safe against a potential all-in from JayPower. But as you can tell, there is nothing of the sorts on the way. And actually, whoa, those sentries could have been picked off there. But
that's tough. Sentries are very expensive in gas, like you said. So sacrificing some Zerglings for some links, that's great. But maybe Golden is actually trying to do some damage because he is pushing up here with some roaches.
Yeah, this is actually very powerful timing here by Golden.
Oh wow!
I feel that JayPower's Void Ray was somewhat delayed because it is still only just now about to finish off in production. JayPower gonna have to move these probes out of the way, but he's just taking so much damage.
Here comes the Void Ray, but of course it can shoot as much as it wants, but there's so many roaches, before it takes them all out, they can do crippling damage to JayPower's base.
Yeah, Golden's strategy here was actually very simple. He identified what his opponent was doing, realized that there was a timing where he could do a significant amount of damage, and now with these roaches out, he might actually just kill the natural, and what more? Well, it's gonna go after Colossal, but there should be a force field. Very nice, but the roaches just keep streaming in. Looking at the minimap, we see a stream of yellow coming across the map. The natural here for JayPower, it's falling. The Void Ray doing as much as it can, but it's only so much.
This is tough. And like you said, there's more and more units streaming in, so even if JayPower can hold off this wave, the next wave is now knocking at the door. All the Zerglings gnawing away at these buildings. This is looking very bad for JayPower indeed. Our Dutch Protoss player in some, like I said, dire straits. And it's GG.
GG.